and somebody would come to the plant, buy a case of a SunDrop, and then he would go and buy a loaf of bread for his family, and that's how we got started.
Come with us on a unique and fun-filled visit to the SunDrop Museum in Shawano, Wisconsin. It's just 39 miles northwest of Green Bay. Hey everybody, we're the Whisker Wheeler YouTube channel. We love riding our mopeds and all things Wisconsin. Join us, and we hope to inspire you to make your day in Wisconsin the best day in Wisconsin. Be sure to hit the subscribe button below so you don't miss out on our next adventure. At 920 South Franklin Street in Shawano, Wisconsin, you will find a unique and fun-filled attraction at Twig's Bottling and SunDrop University Museum. Come learn the history of SunDrop, watch a 10-minute movie on the history of Twigs, see a live production of the bottling line and machinery, and a sample bar where you can sample the sodas. There's also a gift shop so you can take home a bottle of your favorite flavor and some gifts that you are not going to find anywhere else.
Each day, Twig's Bottling of Shawano, Wisconsin caps off over 11,000 bottles of soda, including green flavor, root beer, and orange. But their most popular product by a long shot is SunDrop, the Golden Cola.
Riding around with his father on a Sunday afternoon, and he was given a recipe from his dad, and he said, "Here, you work on this recipe, and we're going to call it SunDrop." And he gave it to him, and he worked on it, and came up with the SunDrop that you see today.
The SunDrop memorabilia that you see at this museum is unbelievably extensive.
Green bottle called the Citrus Cola. It was the first citrus drink on the market. Up until that time, all sodas were either like a white soda or orange or root beer or cola, different colors, but there was never a citrus gold drink. Of our business, and it's still right up there, almost the same today.
One of the things I found really interesting was that they had Diet SunDrop back in the 1950s. Now this SunDrop was sold in brown bottles, and it used the first artificial sweetener called cyclinate. These brown bottles were what differentiated the Diet SunDrop from the green bottled regular SunDrop. On the brown bottles, the nutritional information was printed permanently. So when the FDA banned the cyclinate, the brown bottles with the permanent printing could no longer be used. So if you find one of those brown bottles, I guess that you have a rather rare find. The museum is conveniently set up for a self-guided walk-around tour, so you can take as much or as little time in each area as you wish. This helps to make it a really great tour for all ages.
Although relatively unknown to most people in the USA, SunDrop has developed an intense following in small pockets across the Midwest and southern parts of the country. With its unique citrus orange taste, the drink has been imitated but never duplicated.
Twig's beverage was established in 1951, bottled in real glass, and are committed to keeping old-fashioned traditions alive by making products with real sugar and real flavoring.
Floyd Hartley was laying in a Tokyo hospital bed, recovering from injuries sustained during the Korean War. He knew when he got home he wanted to start a bottling business. Twig had friends and local teenagers to help him out.
The bottling plant is built on the same plot of land where it still stands today. Floyd would see his dream become a reality. As time went on, Twig's beverage became a staple of Shawano. They sold their flavors to generations of customers. These flavors and brands that Floyd offered included Bullseye Root Beer and Goody Orange. How many of you can remember drinking soda before it actually became an everyday occurrence and was saved only for those special occasions? Now, when you're at the museum and you take that walk down the historic recreation of the old town Shawano Main Street, be sure that you stop and get a look at the barber's chair. So, stories claim that gangster John Dillinger stopped in for a haircut. I'm always wondering if he was there, either coming or going on a bootleg run to northern Wisconsin. Either way, I bet that was an exciting day in Shawano.
Get started, Charles and Sear came to him and asked him if he would do SunDrop, and that's how SunDrop got going in the area, and it's probably been
Twig's Bottling agreed to Charles' request and became one bottler among several in Wisconsin that made this delicious SunDrop soft drink. The museum has a lot of antique memorabilia and equipment saved from the early days of the production. There's also a Shawano Theater where you can see the SunDrop movie on the history of the company. As you walk through the museum, you'll see many of the famous spokespeople that have represented SunDrop.
Dale Earnhardt, Western Cup champion, talks about SunDrop citrus soda. Yeah, drinking SunDrop is a lot like racing stock cars. The first rule.
Up to the bottling line. Some days they will be actually bottling, and you can see the process in action. And as well, along with the bottling line, they do have some of their old machines that are a little bit fun to look at too. If their bottling is in production, don't tap on the glass because the workers can become easily startled.
Once it comes out of that tumbler, then the guy holds it up to the light.
Twig's has their own iconic versions of root beer, orange, grape, and black cherry. Today, they also make sugar-free versions as well, and they all taste great. My favorites were the butterscotch root beer and also the diet sugar-free version of the black cherry. In the gift shop, you can mix and match a 6-pack or a case to take home. Be sure to add a bottle of SunDrop to remember your trip to the museum.